Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? What's up, every pony? What's up, every brony? And Pegasus, let's not forget about them now. So, it's been a good minute, hasn't it, every pony? Yeah, it's been a good minute since I last uploaded a YouTube video of Spike's new brother. Let me let me just give you some reasons why. First of all, thank you to all my viewers and fans. I've gone on the channel and looked. Some have reached 3,000 to 9,000 views. I am so honored. Took a while, but hey, hey. And I also feel a little disappointed. Not in the story, but in myself. At times I felt like the story is not what it could be. I see these other YouTubers on other fan fiction, and they able to like add, change the voices, make it seem like the characters are really the characters, not just some guy like me changing it to try to be a female character, which I can tell from my voice I sound like a dying chipmunk and stuff at times. Yeah. Mm. Mm. And at times I really wanted to give you guys a better story, a better version. And I've tried going online looking for like voice editors that is easy to use because I have learning issues. And it's tough for me to learn even the basic stuff like ratios of the voices and all that. So I try to look for the most basic voice editor and try, but it doesn't work. Like I also don't know how to paste that onto the what's already recorded, like the recorded audio. I don't know how to do all that. I don't. So that's a downside. It's disappointing. I'm thinking, oh God, these guys deserve better. Without them, I'm nothing. The story is nothing. And after a while, it stuck. And then I finally got an editor, and the story was coming along, but kind of quit on me. He had other stuff to do. They had other stuff to do. And that's why I'm out today asking you, the viewers, something personal. And I really could use the help. If you know anyone that can help me edit my stories, because I really want to go back and edit some of these stories, like go back to like chapters 1 to all what I have now, and just tweak them, like just like, hey, can you help me sound this one sound actually like Twilight, or sound like Rarity, or sound like Celestia, or sound like a character, not just me poorly trying to imitate a woman's voice or another character's voice. Yeah. Because I want to give y'all that. And mostly, I'm looking for editors who have free time, who, sticks to a timeline. And they're like, hey, I can't make it. I have stuff to do. Can you give me another week or two? I'm like, sure. What I'm looking for in an editor, there are 3 things. First, efficient. They know what they're doing. They know how to get it done. And it's efficient and it suits my purpose. 2, time-wise. I'm looking for an editor that, sticks on a task, a schedule. If you tell me you give me 2.5 weeks, and they're like, what date will you think you'd be done by? You look at it and like, it's the 6th, maybe around the 12th, maybe around that time, 2.5 weeks from now. I can give you a timeline later on once I look over it. I'd be like, okay. But then you're like, oh, sorry, I've been doing all this other stuff and stuff. And then after so long, you tell me to look for another editor. Because if I'm doing this, I want to be committed. Because my attention span is not easy to keep focused on stuff like this. I mean, you get what I'm saying? You're like, oh yeah, I finally get back on it. I want to do this. And you get that thrill, that spark. And the juices is flowing. And you're like, yes. But then you're like, suddenly you get that email and it's like, sorry man, I can't help you. You need to look. And you took so much time and it's frustrating looking for another editor. And you're like, well, there goes the spark. That's my issue. I want to do so much with the story, it's unreal. Because at first, I made the story with my grandfather. He passed away a few years ago. He just told me, is it something you love? Yeah. Is it something you want to do? Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if they think you're bad. You did it, and you should be proud of yourself. Just go for it. I did. It was with Casanova Spike. Someone else's story. Loved it. I went with it, and people started reading it, and the author said, this is my story. I was glad to do that, because when I did it, I'm thinking, hey, maybe more people will want him to make another story, or maybe he can make a hobby out of this. Or something like of that nature. Then I made my own story. At first I didn't think much of it, but then people were like, hey, this is pretty good. Then it just took a life of its own. When you make a creation like that, you want to do the very best you can, especially if it's your first. And that's what I want to do. Like, okay, there were some things that threw me through a loop as the series progressed before it ended. And yeah. But I do want to continue it. There's this cool scene that I really want to put on FimFiction and then later on YouTube. But I can't do it without y'all. I really need the help. Yes, I'm basically begging and pleading at this point. So, if y'all know anyone that can help me, I would very much appreciate it. Leave a comment with your name, information that can help me. I would get back to you as soon as I can. I would thank you for your help. Very much. Thank you, and have a nice day.